Hello, in this video I will be discussing and comparing two modern artworks of the 1900s. We will be looking at Kandinsky's Improvisation No. 3, also known as Cannons, and Malevic's The Knife Grinder. For context, during this time, art in the West was really taking a major shift. With the age of new technology and the desire for change, modern art of this era was going through many experimental art movements such as Cubism, abstraction, and Dadaism. Kandinsky was no different, as his work really dived into abstraction. Additionally, he tried to capture the essence of synesthesia, a phenomenon where one can see sounds or taste colors. In his works, it's important to ask yourselves, what would this painting sound like? Visually, at first glance, we can see the use of primaries such as reds, blues, and yellows. Additionally, there are dark browns and blacks along with harsh lines. These lines make shapes of cannons on the bottom right, which lead to what looks like a group of people on the lower left. On the upper right, it looks like a town or buildings. Dr. Charles Kramer and Dr. Kim Grant from SmartHistory states that Kandinsky is very interested in making biblical references to the apocalypse. In this painting, the group of shapes at the bottom left looks similar to the group in the All Saints 1 painting, and the same walled city at the top. The main difference is the use of cannons, a technology advancement by mankind used as a weapon of war. The main point of this piece is to use color to depict the sound and emotions of war, and ultimately how war will be the sort of apocalypse or destruction of mankind. On a similar note, Malevic's The Knife Grinder uses a different approach to discuss the themes of modern technological advancements. Once again, Kramer and Grant state that his work was a part of a Cubo-futurist group. This group took similar uses of Cubism to depict pictorial techniques that were used by Western artists at the time. SmartHistory defines this as using non-referential linguistic forms, simple phonemes, letters, and nonsense words to bypass rational understanding and communicate emotion directly. The knife grinder captures the repetitive motion of someone or something going in circular motions to sharpen the knife on the metal wheel. Visually, there are only colors of yellows, blues, and grays, but the use of value within the cubic forms make it seem as if these objects are really made of metal. This emotionless figure is a response to technology which would eventually lead up to the First World War. Kramer and Grant state that the knife grinder uses his foot to pump a simple wheel and pulley mechanism, a marked contrast to the Italian futurist passion for depicting electricity and powerful, sometimes violent modern machines such as automobiles, trains, and machine guns. Here on the right, you could also see the form of technology and mankind combined in the unique forms of continuity in space. Both depict a man or machine, or both, in constant motion, sort of repetitive nature that is similar in machinery. Both artists evidently responded to being against war and certain technological advances that would enhance warfare. Additionally, Malevic also proposed how technology now allowed for art reproduction and what it means to be an artist at the time. Through abstraction, the two are able to share their emotions and allow the viewer to think beyond the conscious.